Hello everybody and welcome to my Airofit breathing device review. I have been training with this little guy for the last 30 days and in this video I'm gonna share my results and show you my overall experience with the Airofit device. I've been training for an average of 7 minutes each day and I've been doing daily tests throughout all 30 days. That I have not been paid nor asked to make this video by Airofit, so you are gonna get my personal unbiased opinion in this video. My name is Victor Halthorp. I am a two-time Olympic speed skater, ranked 5th at the 2018 Olympics. I have a bachelor in health and nutrition. On top of that, I do ride my bike a ton, about up to 20 hours per week, and I jog a lot. So I've been trying to gather information and gather data through all these. And in this video, I am not just going to show you how I improved in terms of lung capacity and strength, but also how that affected my wattage on the bike, FTP wise, and also aerobically. Spoiler alert, I do find that the Airofit helped me a lot and you can see the numbers speak for themselves. Therefore, I reached out to Airofit and they gave me a discount code of 20% that I can share with you guys if you get excited about this and you want to try it out for yourself. I do find that it's worth the money and I do find that it can make huge benefits even as an elite athlete. So I can't imagine how much it can do for a recreational athlete or let's say just somebody wanting to increase their general health. Let's look at the data and see how much that actually helped me through 30 days of Airofit breathing. Through the 30 days, I tried to not change my general training schedule to really isolate the effect of the Airofit device. I also did daily testing so that I could see how my lung capacity, my inhale strength and my exhale strength progressed over the time of those 30 days. I used the new Airofit 2.0 Pro device here. It is very similar to the ancient model. It has a little better battery life and it has a different way of testing. So the testing method that I use to test my lung capacity is the one that is already integrated in the Airofit software. So it's basically a 3-step test where at first, simply inhale, exhale, it measures the total amount, the total volume of your lung capacity. And the next step is an all-out inhale strength where you put the resistance to a maximum and then ultimately an exhale strength where you also have it at a maximum, seeing how hard you can exhale. I did those every single day throughout the 30 days period. The training program I used was the one that is a 28 days program made for cyclists of a higher level. That said, the average daily workout time was only 7 minutes. Most of the programs that you would find in the Airofit device with the software are 3 to 4 minutes per session and there's 2 daily sessions, which is what I also followed. Then later on, there's some longer sessions, some inhale sessions that last a little longer. There's also a hyperventilation session. They vary in 3 different workout modality, I would say. One of them is acute absolute strength, so all out inhalation, all out exhalations. Some of them are more of a technical session, so flexibility, one of them is called circle, where you're just in control of your breathing. And then there's these different exercises like hyperventilation or lung endurance, where you do 30 entire maximum inhalations. Those are a little more strenuous and they also are only introduced in the last half of that 28 days training block. So if we start out by the most remarkable result here is, and I want to say that I've been using the Airofit regularly. I used it leading up to my last Olympic Games. I used it when I broke all my national records and when I qualified for the Olympics as well. So I have been training previously with the Airofit device. You can see other videos how that went. I managed to get my lung capacity from about 6 liters up to above 11 liters at the end of a 1-year period of training with the Airofit. However, I took 3 months off after the previous season, after the Olympics, and then this is how it went, training for 30 days. As you can see here, I did manage to increase my total lung volume by 18%, which is quite incredible. There's different ways where I felt this as I was training, especially around threshold, FTP, we call zone 4 intensity. I really did feel that I was more in control of my breathing. And obviously I think that was one of the things that led me to maintain a pace that was still partly aerobic so that I could keep going for longer. Other things that I noticed that improved, my HRV got a little higher, better recovery of the nervous system. I also had much better recovery scores that I've been tracking with my Whoop device. And according to my wife, I do snore less when I'm training with the Airofit device. So there's a little additional pro. Looking at inhale, exhale strength, I did not improve as much. If we look at the inhale, both the inhale and the exhale actually improved 2 to 3%, which is way less. Some of that could be because I'm already in relatively good shape. I am training, that is my profession. I train twice a day, about 20 to 30 hours per week. So it might be harder to improve on those. And also because I've been doing Airofit training for a total of 3 years, they might already be close to their peak. So I do believe a big part of what led to that big progress in terms of lung capacity is not just being stronger, but it is being technically capable of using the entire size of our lungs. In sports such as cycling, skating, which is my background, rowing, things where you have a position that is not ideal for breathing, I do believe that this helps you a ton because you are able to use the lower back, you're able to expand things like that using the side of your lungs and really work on a omnidirectional breathing pattern. And I do think some of that through training, like I did here for the last 30 days, you simply just become unaware of that and it becomes a natural thing to use all of your lungs. So what I believe led to my better performance in the bike wattage. So if you look at my wattage, you can see how that progressed over the weeks or after a month of Airofit training compared to my average in the previous month and the previous half year, which is quite impressive. The numbers you're looking at here is my zone 2 wattage. So my average wattage for all the time that I spent out cycling or out biking with a heart rate between 125 and 139. Pretty impressive, and I do think a lot of that is simply not because the lung capacity is the limiting factor here, but I do believe that because the lungs take up less oxygen, because they're more relaxed, stronger muscle will take less energy to get the air in, get the air out. I do think there is more blood, more oxygen available for the working muscle groups, the legs. And I do think that's a huge part of the progress. If you look at the FTP scores that I said before and after the month here, again, with similar training, you can see the number, the progress here in my FTP and my different training zones that I measure with my Grasport device. So again, everything just improved a little. I am not a scientist in this field, and I'm not even sure a scientist would be able to fully explain why I progressed the way I did. I think it's a combination of a lot of things, the technique, the strength, and it carries over into different sports in different ways. Swimming is also one that I really want to point out because it is a thing where you hold your breath for longer periods of the time. It made a huge difference. I feel a lot more relaxed. I do recovery swims a ton, and those just became so much easier. So if you're a swimmer, I highly recommend getting an Airofit as well. If you are curious to which Airofit device is the right one for you, obviously this is the new model, the 2.0 Pro, but there is also a basic Airofit model which costs about a third or a fourth of the price of this one. So if you're on a budget but you still want to improve your lung capacity, that is definitely an option as well. You're going to find a link to the entire Airofit website here below. The 20% discount goes for everything, so feel free to use that if you're ready to start on your Airofit journey. I've been very grateful to come across these, and I've used them for 3 years now, even though it took a long break after the Olympics where I was off the grid for a bit. As you can see here, it does not take much more than a month to get almost back at it. I did make an entire separate video where I compared the basic and the pro version of the Airofit, so take a look at that one. You'll find a link below or a link in the on the screen here. And I recommend you to take a look at that because if it's not worth it getting a pro in your specific case, you can save a lot of money, but there is also some nice benefits. One of them is that you can track your progress and that the training program is going to adapt itself to your current level, which is really nice because then you're always going to get the ideal stimuli for your level. Thanks a lot for watching this video. I hope you found it helpful. I enjoyed sharing my experiences with the Airofit device, whether or not you're going to get one of your own. I appreciate your time and I hope you want to subscribe to my channel and stay tuned for the next video. I'm Victor Halthorpe. Thanks for watching. What's up guys? Airofit gave me an exclusive opportunity to sell these two models with a 25% discount. They're limited editions. There's the sand color and the green color. Click on the link in my bio, hop on the website and get yourself an Airofit and join me and thousands of other athletes in a journey to improve performance and get healthier lungs. That's good.